Hi everyone, today, we're going to take a look at the 5 best self-defense knives on the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks, then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best self-defense knives. You can find timestamps and links to all the products we mention in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Sometimes handgun concealed carry isn't practical or even legal. And though far from optimal, a knife can be used for self-defense. There are more than a few issues and deficiencies when it comes to using a knife for self-defense, but in the end it's better than nothing. Ideally, you will never have to use a knife for self-defense purposes and you'll end up using an everyday carry knife for many other tasks. With that in mind, I reviewed 8 options whose quality, ease of carrying, and quickness in deployment make them some of the best self-defense knives. Before you choose to carry a knife for self-defense, make sure to check your state and city laws. How to choose a self-defense knife. Price. If you're looking for a knife to use as a self-defense tool, then you won't want to cut corners when it comes to quality. While it isn't necessary to spend a fortune, this isn't the time to use the cheap, no-name knife with unknown blade steel and a questionable locking mechanism. Consider buying a self-defense knife at the top of your budget, because your safety is worth it. Ease of carry. While it'd be great to have a sword-sized blade for protection, it's just not practical for carrying or concealing. Any self-defense knife is useless if it's not with you. It should be small enough to carry inconspicuously and cleverly designed so you can easily deploy it when you need. Fixed versus folding. Pocket clip folders have dominated the EDC market for decades now. But there's been a trend towards small, fixed-blade EDC knives. Both have their pros and cons as it relates to a blade for defensive purposes. Which is right for you will depend on your specific needs and preferences. Blade shape and style. Some knives are designed primarily for cutting, not thrusting or stabbing. That's something to consider. In a self-defense situation, a blade that is suited for thrusting, stabbing, and cutting is simply more versatile. Number 5. Benchmade 980 SBK Self-Defense Knives. You can't go wrong with Benchmade as they have ultra-high quality knives for pretty much everything, so long as you're willing to fit the bill, of course. They claim it's an everyday workhorse, but with a knife tip-up deep pocket carry and a very tactical feel, I'm not sure this knife was totally meant to be used as a workhorse but more so a very deadly option for EDC self-defense. Now, it does have a drop point and it does have utility value, but if you're looking for something to work with, Benchmade has better options. If you're looking for a versatile self-defense tactical feeling pocket tank, you're in the right spot. This knife is a tactical version of a self-defense knife with the attempt of some utility value. It has a partially serrated or fine-edged 3.7 inches CPM S30V blade attached to an olive drab fiberglass G10 ultra-light handle. It comes equipped with that familiar axis locking mechanism found on many of the rough and tough Benchmade knives and is a manual release knife, although it's super smooth and very easy to deploy with a quick snap of the wrist. This model of the Benchmade turret sports a black CRKT-coated, partially serrated blade made from CPM S30V and OD green G10 handle scales. The 980 turret features one of Benchmade's strongest axis locks ever. It has a contoured and textured handle made from OD green G10 scales. The thick drop point blade is made from CPM S30V stainless steel. Easily opened with either the thumb stud or the axis lock, this knife will make an excellent addition to any tactical gear. Number 4. CRKT 2709 Self-Defense Knives. Here is another knife that I would not want to be on the other end of. The Clever Girl is a full tang knife with a trailing tip-style upswept blade that is wicked sharp and powder-coated. It was designed by a U.S. military veteran named Austin McGlone and part of the Forged by War series, which is a program where veterans design knives and other gear they wish they had on the battlefield. The program donates 10% of the proceeds go to a program that benefits veterans. For this knife, proceeds go to the Green Beret Foundation. The name of the knife came from the Jurassic Park movie. This Persian style-inspired knife looks amazing and is a great addition to any collection. The knife feels great in hand and has a good weight, 6.30 ounces, and is well balanced. It has a nice belt lock that clamps onto a belt or maul gear. About this item: dramatic visual. Upswept blade design for superior slicing action. Exceptional grip. G10 handle provides exceptional grip in all conditions. Gear compatible. Durable glass reinforced nylon sheath with mounting options. Designed by Austin McGlone in Spring Lake Park, Minnesota. Limited lifetime warranty covers any defects in materials or workmanship. See company site for details. Number 3. Spyderco C10 PGYW Self-Defense Knives. If your budget can stretch a little further, Spyderco knife offers a fantastic balance between premium quality and cost-friendly performance. You're getting a larger 3.8 blade and enhanced cutting power. It's a very capable knife with excellent edge retention and resistance. A unique feature is the hook-style opener. This dull hook catches onto the pocket as it's pulled out and automatically swings the blade open. If it doesn't lock into place then and there, all you'll need is a little flick of the wrist to get it done. This makes the knife extremely fast to open in an emergency and allows you to reliably defend yourself when you're rushed by an attacker. The Endura handle is light, comfortable, and textured to make sure it doesn't slip out of your hand. You can use the knife safely when it's wet or if your hands are oily. Overall, you're getting a rapid and secure knife with high-quality construction and material build. It's resistant, razor-sharp, and one of the best self-defense knives in this price range. Strengths: bi-directional texturing on the handle, lightweight and easy to control, extremely sharp with great edge retention. Hook-style opening blade is swift and convenient. Weaknesses: takes a while to get used to the opening mechanism. Occasionally won't lock when opening with the fast deployment hook. Specs: VG10 stainless steel blade, sturdy back lock mechanism, 3.80 blade, 0.51 round hole, 4.98 handle. Available in multiple serrations and colors. Made in Japan. Number 2. Fox 479 G10 Self-Defense Knives. While I don't usually recommend karambit-style knives for self-defense, they can be effective if the knife operator is trained properly. They're small, easy to conceal, and are very difficult for opponents to dislodge from the wielder's hand. Plus, everyone needs a badass karambit knife in their collection. This knife literally almost turns you into a velociraptor. A karambit is a small curved knife that resembles a claw, inspired by the claws of a tiger. If you take a look at knives and other weapons, you'll find most of the best weapons and blade designs can be found in nature, and a karambit is no exception. They are typically used with the blade pointing down but can also be held backward. There are many effective striking methods that can be utilized in self-defense. If you have no experience with karambits, I recommend checking out some YouTube videos on them. This karambit is quite expensive. You can find a cheaper karambit below in this review. They are traditionally fixed blade, but there are modern variations with folding blades, and I really like that this one has the Emerson wave technology that automatically deploys the blade when caught on the edge of a pant pocket. About this item: superior utility knife featuring the patented Emerson wave, which allows for quick deployment of the blade. Tiger claw-shaped blade with black Teflon coating provides a sharp tip and enhanced edge retention. Number 1. Spyderco C12 GS Self-Defense Knives. The genesis of this knife came from a request by elite undercover law enforcement agents who found themselves in situations where they could not carry a gun but still wanted an effective means to defend themselves. They needed a slim knife that was easy to conceal, but if needed, could cause a devastating amount of damage. It is a badass-looking knife with a reverse S blade that is designed to do only one thing: cut through flesh and bone. The proper way to use this knife is as if it were a claw designed for slashing. It is not a knife designed for stabbing. The most common word I see used to describe this knife is scary, and I don't disagree. A single swipe from this knife would be absolutely devastating. The tip of the knife is razor sharp and very intimidating. This is one of those knives that if someone pulled it on you, it would be an oh shit moment. It comes with a pocket clip that allows the knife to be carried either tipped up or tipped down. The tip of the knife is delicate because it's thin and razor sharp, so be careful with it. It has a G10 handle that is strong, comfortable, and ergonomic. It also has a slim profile, so it is easy to conceal. Although this is one of the most expensive knives on this list, I do feel it is still the best self-defense knife on the market right now. That said, it is not designed as an everyday care knife, EDC knife, and is designed purely for self-defense. If you're looking for a self-defense knife that doubles as an EDC knife, I would not recommend this knife. The tip is too fragile, and honestly, there are just much better self-defense knives that will double as EDC knives on this list.